question for you, Sister Lee, is why would God allow something like this to happen to us? God loved everybody, right? John 6:16, for God so loved the world and all of that, right? Do you think the so-called, do you think that same thing was being said while the so-called white man was buying and selling us and making us working in the fields and stuff like that? It was no John 3:16. It was no God so loved the world at this time, right? So now the question arises, what have we been taught about God and why he allowed this thing to happen to us? This history right here is renowned around the world. It's the most famous history around the world. What happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Everybody in the world knows about us being sold as slaves. So now we're going to show you real quick why God allowed this to happen to us. So you said they don't remember us that they took from Africa, right? So part of that is true. But the thing is, there's some history in between that thing. Let me just show you this. Give me Jeremiah chapter 17, I believe, verse 4. I'm going to just show you what truly is going on, right? The whole world has forgotten us. I'm going to get Jeremiah 17 and there's Psalms 83, right? We'll give you two scriptures to show you what God has said about them. All right, so let's read this real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Now, we were discontinued from our heritage. You know what a heritage means?
What's the other one?
Kind of heritage is your way of life. How you deal with one another as brothers and sisters. Right? What foods you eat and the God you serve and worship. All of that consists of heritage. Right now, our heritage is sexy red. Our heritage is chicken and watermelon. Those are the things they say about us. Right? That's not heritage. That's BS. Right? We truly are holy people. You understand that? And if you take some time to do research, because it seems like you like knowledge, you're going to learn a lot of information about who we truly descend from and how you're God's chosen people. And he picked us above everybody and gave us a special way of life to live. Okay, so read that. Read.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Okay, that's your plus. I feel you, sis. But guess what? God said the children of Israel will discontinue from our heritage, right? Our way of life. We discontinue from our true names. Now we take on names like Black or African American or Hispanic, right? We take on all these different customs. We believe in white man Jesus. That's not our heritage. Our heritage is that we are the children of Israel, my sister. I see you listening. We are the children of Israel without a shadow of a doubt, right? It's proven. It's proven based off biblical history and world facts, right? So we got to understand that we've been discontinued from our heritage, read on.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To serve who?
Thine enemies.
So God said the children of Israel will serve their enemies. God forewarned us about that thing. You understand that? What's going on, my sister? Hey, yo, sis, how you doing? What's your name? Come talk with me, sis. Who's your brother? You said, oh, Lord. What's your name, my sister? Then come look at these signs real quick, because this stuff is important. Some of it is on there, but how can you understand unless somebody give you the sense of what it's talking about, right? You learn by reading. That's right. That's good. And what we're going to show you real quick. Just give me a few minutes of your time. You understand? Make some time for your brother. What was your name again? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good. Y'all looking at the signs too. Okay, all praises. So it don't take a brief minute to give the sense of what these signs are about. So look, what we want to show you is that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, their history is documented in the Bible. Understand that? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah. Monica and Kay? Neek. Monica and Neek. Well, we're going to show you that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have the same history, right? So now, when we're not bought and sold and shipped all over the world via slave ships, did this happen to us, Neek?
It says.
I'm sorry, I'm on the phone too. What'd you say?
When we bought and sold and shipped all over the world by slave ships. Yeah, that happened to us, right? Now, the question is, you believe in God? So,
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
My question for you, Sister Neek, is why would God allow something like this to happen to us? God loved everybody, right? John 6:15, for God so loved the world and all of that, right?
Yep.
Do you think the so-called, do you think that same thing was being said while the so-called white man was buying and selling us and making us working in the fields and stuff like that? It was no John 3:16. It was no for God so loved the world at this time, right? So now the question rises, what have we been taught about God and why he allowed this thing to happen to us? This history right here is renowned around the world. It's the most famous history around the world. What happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Everybody in the world knows about us being sold as slaves. So now we're going to show you real quick why God allowed this to happen to him. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. So first and foremost, we got to understand that God is dealing with a particular people.
Jesus look like.
Right? Hey, and we're going to show you. We're going to show you, my brother. Come on over here, King. Come on over here, young prince. We're going to show you that our history is in the Bible, and we're going to show you that Christ looked like you and has hair like you. We was taught this in slavery, right? Through Christianity, Baptists, right? Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, Kaji. We was taught all lies through these different religions. And Catholicism, we was taught lies. So now, let's open up the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy. I want Deuteronomy 7 and 6 first. Because I asked the Sister Neek, I asked her, why would God allow something like this to happen to our people? Why? So now let's read what God said about us. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The children of Israel are a holy people. That means very, very special. Out of all the peoples in the world, God created us to be very, very special. That's why all the races want to be like us, dress like us, like our music, like the way we dance, and want to be like us. All of that, right? Good. You coming up at a perfect time. Read it one more time from the top.
Same topic you covered.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Wait a minute. So there's a such thing as a special people unto God. So if there is a special people unto God, everybody in the world can't be the same. Right? Read.
Picture of it too.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Wait a minute. So God is a special people above all people on the face of the earth. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more in number.
Right. So God set his love upon us and chose us, right?
Right.
So who are these people that God chose and loved? Give me Joel 2:27 one more time. Who are these people that God chose and loved? Right? A special people that he chose and that he loved, right? We want to identify these people. Because this Bible is a spiritual book, right? And it takes spiritual men to give the proper sense of what it's saying, right? Read.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
In the midst of who?
Israel.
This is God speaking. He's in the midst of Israel. Read.
And that I am the Lord your God.
The Lord who?
Your God.
Read.
And none else.
No, he's the God of everybody.
And none else.
No, he is the God of the Chinese, the East Indian, the Arab. He's the God of the so-called white man. He's the God of everybody, right? Did we just read that right? Read it again.
And none else.
None else. God said he's the God of none else but the children of Israel.